Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to the Dorky Supernova. We're of course playing some more Oxygen Not Included tonight. It's our Thursday night stream, and we're continuing with the colony that we actually started with the Ranching Upgrade Mark II while it was still in beta. Now, the full version of this is released now to the core part of the game today, so if you do play Oxygen Not Included, you can get the update today if you weren't already playing in the beta, and that will give you all of the things that they've been working on. They've pretty much finished all the refinements and things, although it looks like there's still some temp art in here, which is strange. Normally the temp art's all completed by the time they do these updates. But it looks like maybe they haven't finished some of that. But here's our fabulous colony. So far we've been doing fairly well. We have a decent amount of food. Oxygen's in a good place. Everybody's breathing fairly well. We're still running on algae at the moment. We have 2,600 kilograms of it. So we are going to need to switch over to using electrolyzers instead to try to produce our oxygen and get off of our dependence on algae, particularly since we're now actually feeding it to the pacu, which we have down here. The 2 pacu eggs that we had in the water have hatched, so we've got our little fancy pacu guys down there. And of course up at the top we have our ranch up here that has our hatches in it, but also this little puff that was in our little refrigerator, why does the puff have hatches sleeping on his head? I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently this little pufflet prince is very comfortable. The hats have been sleeping on them. I've got fish now. That's right. We've got 2 of them. Unfortunately, the third one we had died. But we do have 2. These guys are overcrowded now because this pufflet that we had in the storage has hatched, and I don't know why. I wasn't expecting that. He's apparently decided he's going to hang out here, but this is the pufflet prince. I don't know what the deal is with this guy necessarily. So, a gassy baby puff. This one seems a bit snobby. Oh, naturally. Eats polluted oxygen, excretes slime. So there's not really anything special there. But he doesn't have any polluted oxygen to eat in here. So we're going to have to try to figure out a way to get rid of him into a different space. The issue with that is largely going to be that this poor little guy, we don't have a lure to bring him somewhere else. So I'm not sure how to get rid of him. But I was taking a look at our colony, and we've actually got a bit of a different problem that I wasn't anticipating. And I'm sure I didn't see earlier when we were working on things here in the germ overlay. So obviously this little guy, he's a carrier for slime lung, but as long as he's not pooping out slime, that's not really gonna be an issue. He's probably gonna go hungry because he doesn't have any polluted oxygen to breathe. But down here we've got a bunch of slime lung that's made an incursion into our base. I'm not entirely sure how this happened because I'm sure it wasn't there before, but it looks almost as though it's passed through the little carbon dioxide airlock that we had down here, which again, I wouldn't normally expect to happen, and particularly since there's not really much of it out here. We have a fair amount of it in here, and I don't know what the deal is, but we're going to have to solve for that. Similarly, up here, we have a lot more of it. So it looks like all the slime lung has gone a little more airborne. It's made a little trip down the ladder, and it's down here in our power generation room with the coal generator. It's gotten through. Now it's out here in this space. Now all this air is largely clean out here. We have a combination of clean oxygen and some CO2. So I would expect the germs out in this area to die off. I would expect the germs that are in the CO2 to die off, particularly as this area heats up with the coal generator running. The stuff that's in the polluted oxygen here is going to be a problem. We need to kind of seal this off and stop the polluted oxygen from coming in, and then probably try to clean up what's in here so those germs will have a chance to die off. But lots of stuff to tackle today. I really wanted to try and get into farming some Dracos. We are going to need to farm, I guess it's ranching the Dracos. We'll also need to farm some bomb lilies so that we'll have something to feed the Dracos. And that has to be grown in a particular type of climate also. So I'm not sure exactly how much we're going to get through today because there's kind of a lot we're going to have to tackle. But we'll see how it goes. I think priority number 1 is going to be to try to get a handle on some of these germs that are going on up here. So these ones are trapped inside. It's going to be just the ones that are coming down the ladder here. So I really need my duplicants to get in here and take care of the problem we're having on this ladder. So let's set up maybe a higher priority in here. We'll set these at like an 8. Actually, I shouldn't even need this ladder. They should be able to cancel it from there. Doing a little bit of disinfecting. Oh, I wonder if this is part of the problem. Is there germs in that slime? Yeah, there are. But I don't see it crossing the barrier there so much. It's like, for this all to have gone airborne while it's sitting in carbon dioxide seems unusual to me. Normally it needs polluted oxygen to spread, so I'm really confused about how we went from a place of basically having nothing to having all kinds of it. We'll throw a deodorizer in here. This will help clean up some of this polluted oxygen and hopefully create an environment where those germs will die off. We can also seal this off. I'm not ready to go up here yet anyway, so we'll just block it off. That should help our room. Actually, what's going on there? Oh, no, that's, I see. Clicked on the wrong overlay. Okay. So, this is our room here as well for the generator. We're going to want to get this set up with our little power station so we can produce a little bit more power out of this. And I need refined metal, so let's get some of that going too. Produce some refined metal. A little bit of cleanup work to do. Now, the one thing I wasn't anticipating, for some reason I thought the Dracos actually liked chlorine. So I was all prepared to set up a chlorine area, and then I forgot that apparently they actually prefer hydrogen. So the scales that are on their backside that produce the fiber will only grow in hydrogen. The bomb lily grows in chlorine and at high temperatures. So that's not really a problem, because up here we have some high temperature chlorine. We could build a room in here that's a farm and kind of work from that. It's not going to be very comfortable for our duplicates, unfortunately, but that's okay. The hydrogen is going to be the bigger issue, because normally I use the hydrogen that's produced by the electrolyzers in order to produce power that'll use to drive our oxygen production, so we're sort of net neutral on power. And we have more baby hatches. They're hatching inside their fridge, even though the fridge is turned on. And they're not very happy about it. They're all a little overcrowded. I built an incubator for nothing. We're hatching them like crazy, and I didn't even do anything to do it. But these are the hatchlings. They look very similar. They're just a little bit smaller. Everybody in here is glum and overcrowded, which isn't great. So we're gonna need to actually make a bigger hatch ranch area too. And this may just be like a one-time thing, because they just rolled over to the new update. So I'm not sure exactly, but we'll have to figure that out. A lot to do. I wonder if the germs are, like you see the water do sometimes. It was clustered in one place, and when you decide to load it, yeah, it's possible. It's possible. I mean, anytime there's an actual update that runs through, sometimes you can get a little bit of funny behavior. Yeah, see, the germs over here are dying off. Well, they're spreading a little bit, but they're dying off relatively quickly out here. Yeah, they kind of move around a bit, but it's clean air out here. So, and even in here. What are the germs there? 6 germs, food poisoning. It says food poisoning germs, but I mean, if you look at the air here. Oh, there are slime lung germs. So 1,034. Yeah, it's staying pretty stable actually there. That's really weird. It's low concentrations though. I mean, they're not really going to get sick off that too much unless they get crazy amounts of it. So hopefully this will kind of take care of it all. This generator is tied to our battery. Active when it gets to 0. No, I don't want that. I want active when it gets to like 20. There we go. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Eggs will hatch over time. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, you think they wouldn't in the refrigerator. Oh, look at them all. Look at the baby ones sleep on their back. Aw, they're so cute. Poor little guys. I almost feel bad about the fact that I'm going to end up eating them. There is also, too, like, if you look at the tooltips here, we can try and get these hatches to lay eggs that are of a different variety as well. So they're only like 2% right now because they're just eating random stuff. If we actually swap out the food that's in here for dirt, smooth hatching stone. Let's let everybody eat from this. Hatchlings, smooth hatchling, sunny, royal, slickster, long hair slicksters, stone hatch, smooth hatch, regular hatch. Sage hatch. Alright, so all those guys can eat from this thing. If we swap this out for dirt, though, it contains currently... Wait a minute, why are all these things now targeted to Gristleberry? What? Alright, I think I'm getting some weird little bugs because of the update. These were definitely not checked, and now they are. And I can see that the storage of this is empty, even though it was full. So now I've got different problems. Alright, so it's set for all of our hatches. Alright, I guess we don't want stone hatchlings anyway because I don't have any. Man, this is gonna take a little bit of tweaking. Stone hatchlings, don't worry about those. Smooth hatchlings. You know what? Let's just take out all the stuff I'm not worried about right now. Right now, we have... Why do I have an option to feed sage hatchlings, but not... Oh, okay, there we go. Nega shine bugs? No, this was not checked off. Like, there's something weird going on with the interface here. I wonder if it's just bugging out because of the update. Oh, I hate that. Please tell me I don't have to start a new colony to get this all to work properly. Okay, it should be set for dirt now. Nega shine bug. No, I didn't click on the nega shine bug. Come on. I'm sure I just clicked on the sage hatch. Get back down there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, algae, muckroot. Nope, nope. Try to focus on dirt for this guy. Barbecue. These guys leave barbecue, fried mushrooms, gristleberries. Man, they have refined tastes. All the stuff that would normally be foodstuffs, they're willing to eat. I don't really want them doing that. All right, that's it for dirt. Let's feed our regular hatches dirt. So basically what will happen is if they eat dirt, it increases... This is not acting weird. It'll increase the likelihood that they'll lay a sage hatch egg. And the sage hatch is kind of desirable relative to the regular hatch because it converts at a 1-to-1 ratio for what it eats into coal. So if it eats like 100 grams of whatever, in this case dirt, it will produce 100 grams of coal. Whereas the normal one is like, if it eats 100 grams of dirt, it'll produce 50 grams of coal. So it's not a straight 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to try and get some of those little sage guys. Man, I even have to double click to get these things to go away. Okay, I think we've got it all set up now. Good lord. Hopefully that'll work. All right. Whew. It's priority 6, so somebody should go refill that relatively soon. It's kind of... using dirt for this is kind of expensive, but... Alex Pack, $3 super chat. When are you going to play Sea of Thieves again? Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the support. I'm not sure. I was kind of waiting for the update to come out for Sea of Thieves, because there's supposed to be some new content coming out. I'm sort of looking forward to just checking that out. So probably it will be then, when there's a little bit more to do than just what's in there now. So just some new stuff to check out is probably when I'll get back in there. Tick, tick, tick. Yeah, the clicking is crazy. There's so many little boxes to click in there now. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't want that at all. What's going on here? Lax season farmer. I could have sworn we had somebody that was in the fancy farmer job. No, Nellini's ready, but she's not in the spot. So let's move her up. So she's now a farmer, and that means we can make use of that. We have Magnus and Elwolf. Was it? I think it was Magnus that we were trying to get trained up to go into the mechatronics engineer. So we'll move Magnus up here. Oh, you know what? Let's just move Elwood up too. Elfwolf, rather. There's no point not leveling him up at this point, I guess. Like a garment giving bids. Thanks, Sab. Appreciate that, or Sob. Maybe need another feeder because they're eating the dirt too fast. No, it was full of sandstone. Now it's full of dirt. I don't have anything that we're feeding this little pufflet, but he's not very happy right now. I need to find a way to get him out of there. We can't wrangle him though, and I don't have plastics to make a lure, and we have a lot of little hatches in there. This is ridiculous. How many eggs do we have? We have shine nymph eggs in there, 3,000 grams worth. I don't remember picking those up, but apparently we have them. Man, what are we gonna do about this overcrowding in here? That's a serious problem right now. Okay, let's take out some more of this. Holy cow! I thought we were gonna put some little eggs in here. Let's try hatching a shine nymph. We'll put this in the incubator. I should probably make sure I have this connected to a power supply. I do. That's good. Who's suffocating? Here's fine. A little bit not so great down here. I should probably do a carbon scrubber too at this point, I guess. Just based on how much CO2 we're getting down here. If I'm going to do one, I'll probably do it right down here by the food that I'm currently storing. Let's turn the fridges on. We are producing more power now. So we'll get these plugged in. Well, one fridge anyway. We don't really need the second one. It's just sort of there in case we need it later. We did finish producing the refined metal, so we can go ahead into our stations, and we'll grab the power control station and put that up here. It's weird that it lets me build it in front of the ladder. I don't know why that is. Jackpot. All right, that turns this into a fancy power plant room. Which theoretically should increase production. I mean, I'm not even sure. Colony lacks electrical engineer. Oh, that's great. I need an electrical engineer. Exosuit mechatronics. Oh, man. Who do we have that we could ship into something else? So we have a plumber. Let's get our plumber out of here. Harpreet can work on becoming an electrical engineer. So you'll need to go into general engineer. He's only got a skill of 2, but that's all right. At least we can get somebody started on it. You have to go vroom work in a few minutes. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we're definitely going to need a second ranch because it's too crowded in this one. I was not expecting to have all these hatches in here. I wonder if, like, just because of the update, all the eggs hatched automatically. Because we even gathered these eggs at different time frames, so it shouldn't really have produced that big of a that big of a result. We should probably get somebody in here to sweep this up too, because I do want them to eat dirt. As rude as that sounds. What's the benefit of the bonus of the power plant room? It actually boosts the power production that you get from your generator. So this generator here will produce, I think, 600 watts of power. Where are we here? Yep, 600 watts of power. And the power control station gives it like a 50% boost. Should see that here somewhere. Stations, power control station. Added effect. Engines tune up, improved buildings, so it improves the coal generator, hydrogen generator, manual generator, natural gas generator, petroleum generator, etc., etc. It gives it like a 50% boost. So instead of producing 600 watts with this generator will produce 900. But this does consume refined metal, so it's a bit of a trade-off. You just kind of have to keep producing it. The eggs incubate slowly in the ration boxes. I think the incubator speeds it up, though. Well, the thing is, like, I had them plugged into a cooled refrigerator. I thought that would stop. But for all these to hatch at the same time, that seems unlikely. I think that there really must be something to do with the update. Everything's changed over. Everything's different now. It's all different. Okay, so up here is where I'm gonna grow some bomb lily, but we gotta collect some, I guess. Probably the easiest way to do that would be to go into here. So I'm gonna build a simple little airlock as per usual. Actually, I don't even need to dig this one out here somewhere. Well, no, actually I do. All right, like so. I think that's right. Okay, hold on. I'm going to cancel these. I want a little bit of CO2 to build in here first. What kind of gas do we have in here? A little tiny bit of carbon dioxide. I need a little bit more in there. Actually, this looks really strange. There, that's the problem. That's why it didn't look right. I had it built wrong. I think also I've gotten to the point where I've tapped a little bit too much power with this incubator running and everything. Yep. Definitely hitting the limit on that power. We are going to need a second coal generator at some point. This space is not really big enough for everything I'm trying to do in it. We've already got germs, so I might as well break into this. Take this open. We'll throw a little tile in here. Kind of block this off. And then we can control access to the door. If somebody happens to get sick from the germs that are in here, we can control access and get them a chance to heal up before we let anyone else through. Mom's calling. All right. See you, Yusuf. Been watching your videos. Great content. Keep it up. Thanks, Luis. When are you going to play Car Mechanic Simulator again? It was a very good game. Probably sometime this weekend. Yeah, the 50% power boost is pretty sweet. Like I said, it takes refined metal, so you got to keep producing refined metal. But not so bad. Some of the mods might be gone, but no revolution. Revolution! All right, I'm going to build a second power system here, another coal generator. Let's build it right here, I guess. We got some heavy watt wire. Yeah, I can cross right in front of here. That's fine, and we'll connect it. Make sure I didn't make the room too big now. Oh yeah, it's still fine. It's all good. Oh, Kelly Totos. Thank you, Polani. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to send a ladder up a little bit higher here, because we're going to need to get access to this space up here if we're going to build any kind of a farm up top here. The tricky part is going to be... I have this really weird ceiling up here because of the little ranch, so I should probably put a proper ceiling in. Dig out this whole thing. We'll do a proper ceiling all the way across. Hopefully without trapping our poor little guy. Need a little help digging this out. Throw a ladder there. That'll let me dig this out. Oh my god, there are so many hatches there. I think it's going to be time to make some barbecue soon. Just too many hatches. Alright, the bomb lily itself needs to grow in chlorine. I'm going to kind of open up the space in here. So... when I'm ready, I can just kind of crack into this biome right here, because this chlorine's already at the right temperature and everything, so I'll just let that flood into this space. Ooh, which reminds me, if I'm doing that, I really should be working with, a little bit of insulated tile here. Cancel this build. And instead, we'll build that tile out of abyssallite. I thought I had some abyssallite. I could have sworn we dug into some already. No such luck, though. So, oops, oh, derpy. We'll use insulated tile instead. You demand the right to not wear pants. Hey, you're at home doing your own thing. You can do whatever you want. What are you doing in Car Mechanic Sim this weekend? I'm not sure. I haven't even decided exactly when and how I'm going to play it just yet. Too many games on the go. It's hard to think that far ahead. Hello all the way from Norway. Love your videos. Keep it up. Thanks, Ruben Alexander Bjorkland. I appreciate that. What's your advice for bases with little copper in the beginning? Ooh, that's rough. Well, I mean, if you don't have a lot of copper, then you need to get out into another biome to gather some. The gold is really good for building power systems and things, which reminds me, what did I choose this out of? Oh, gold. Okay, good. So it's good. Gold's really good for the power systems because it has that 500% overheat benefit. If you can't get access to that, then you should probably go after iron ore. It's the next best thing, and you don't have to go out into a germy biome in order to get it. You just have to go someplace that's a little on the warm side because you're gonna go into the purple biomes. So I would go after iron if you don't have much copper. All right, see you in 45 minutes, Durgan. Enjoy the drive. Define pants. Love your stuff, Cryptic. Unfortunately, I have to talk on the 911 phone tonight. I can't catch your whole stream. Oh, that stinks. Sorry to hear that, Justin. Glad you were able to come out for a little bit at least. Scramble, scramble. Hey, Allison. Welcome. All right. This whole chlorine thing's going to be fun. What's our gas like up here? It's all oxygenated up here. We're gonna have a little trouble getting a CO2 trap built up here, just because of the oxygen. We shall see, though. Use this for a little doorway to get in. Again, I really should probably build this out of insulated stuff. It's gonna be hot in here. I mean, it's like 60 degrees. So, not only do I have to deal with the chlorine, but I'm also going to have to deal with the temperature because it's very warm. So that'll help a little bit, but there's still going to be this potential for the heat to go through this space. So I'll probably end up putting a door in here also, which I don't normally do. But similar to what I did over here, in order to keep the germs in play and like in the right area, we'll use a door here to try to help manage some of the temperatures. Hey, Snowheart, welcome. Glad you're able to make it out. Let's Canada technically wet? Snow is solid and maple syrup is pure gold. Ah, the maple syrup. Sweep all this mess up. Oh my gosh, I love the little noises they make. They're so cute. Okay, bomb lily doesn't require any really crazy things to grow. It needs an air pressure of 150 to 1,000. The atmosphere has to be chlorine. That will be easy enough because we're just going to crack into this little geyser space. Body temperature of 35 degrees to 85. Again, this space in here is like 40. So that'll be like right in that ideal range. But we do have to get our hands on some. So I'm going to finish digging out over here. Actually, do we have CO2 in here yet? No, it's all oxygen. And this is all polluted oxygen. That's not great. So the alternative we can do here is empty water into this space and create a bit of a water lock. Which I may have to do simply because I don't think we have enough. It's so weird that I can build like inside the structure that way. Hold on. Let's cancel that. I'll build it down one step closer. No, I can't actually. Oh, yes I can. It'll work. That's a little weird, but whatever. Build right there. I'm going to fill this up with water. We'll use a water lock instead. Ooh, man, we're almost out of water up here, too. That's not good. Where are we pumping water currently? All right, we have some water pumping into this space. I'm going to send a little extra water, a little pipe water down here. Make sure we can refill this area, which I can't reach because I have it all sealed in. That's good times. Ruh-roh. All right. This tile here needs to go. Deconstruct buildings. I can't even do that in this view. Make a little hole here. We'll dig a little ladder in so I can dig this stuff out. Get rid of the sand that's there. And then I'll just put my little vent right there. Have this blackberry ginger ale at the local market. So good. That does sound good. Should do an upgraded RX-7 mod. Yeah, I think I did a regular RX-7, I think, right? Or was it the RX-3? I can't remember. I know I did one Mazda with the rotary engine. It was pretty cool. All right. Low-resistant cables, renewable energy, duplicate traffic control. Not worried about that. Let's get into some environmental protection kind of stuff. Once we get to the point of actually being able to shear the Dracos, that will come in very handy. We demand to hear you sing, "We shall never surrender. Today is a day that will live in infamy." I don't even know what that is. Good thing I'm not Canadian. You hate syrup of any kind. Oh, no. Yeah, that'd be no good. Oh, look, we got a little baby nymph. A little baby shine bug. Aw, it's a shine nymph. Idlewild Tiny. Hungry. He's hungry. What do these guys eat? Gristleberry, phosphorite, or bristleberry? Well, I'm not feeding them gristleberry because I don't have the means to produce that right now, but we can put a little feeder in here to try to keep this guy happy and healthy. Let's see, that'll be in food, right? Critter feeder. Okay, when they build that up, we'll get that ready. We can throw another little shine nymph in here. We'll incubate that guy. It's funny because most of the nymphs kind of disappeared on the map. I think they must have like laid their egg and then vanished. That's okay, we got a little shine nymph. Haven't had any maple syrup in here half a year. Oh yeah, that would, probably cutting back on that sugar is probably a good thing. There's an awful lot in there. I think they'll be able to build the pipe outlet there without the remove of that piece. Oh yeah, so they could build there without the sand, but the only reason I wanted them to get rid of the sand is because it creates this weird little water lock there. Alright, plumbing, liquid vents, stick that right there. They're starting to build the pipes out for me, which is good. How's our algae doing? Ooh, 100 kilograms. We need to get some algae. You know what? I've been sending them way down there to get it, but I can actually just dig out all this. Dig out that stuff. That'll work just as well. Big pocket of it down here, too. And they're off to bed again. As a Canadian, this means war. Whatever happened to the royal egg? It hatched. He's right here. It just hatched spontaneously. When I loaded the game up, they were all my eggs had hatched. The fish, all of these guys, again, I think it was just because of the update. The only thing I had were these little shine nymph eggs that didn't hatch. But this is him here. This is the pufflet prince. I can't click on him. There he is. He's feeling overcrowded, not very happy about it. He's also kind of hungry, and I don't have anything to feed him. Oh, he just grew up. Now he's a puff prince. There we go. Still overcrowded, though. Methods, lures. He doesn't really do anything special relative to the others, unless there's like a difference in like the percentage of what he produces. That might have something to do with it. Let's take a look at the little database here. If we go into critters, we'll look at the puffs. Oh, look at that. Little pufflet egg. Alright, so domesticatable critter, dense puff, puff prince. Cover range 28 to minus 44. That's a pretty wide range. Holy. Livable range 30 to 69. That's pretty good. Eats polluted oxygen, produces slime. That didn't help any. I thought... So it's interesting. Like, there's different ratios of what they produce. No, that was... How do I back up? It doesn't give a little breadcrumb to back up. You gotta, like, completely go back into the critter thing. Hold on. Duplicate jobs, disease, research, geysers, systems, elements, food, critters. There we go. Come back to the puffed. So, the regular puffed, it doesn't show how much they consume of these things. I do know that the sage, for example, eats the same amount and produces a different amount than of coal than the regular puff does, but I don't see anything about the production level of these guys. This critter can typically consume these materials in the following rates. Polluted oxygen, 0 kilograms per cycle. Oh, that's great. And he excretes 10% of consumed mass. I don't know what a regular puff does, though. Maybe there's a regular one here we can click on. We can see. So the puff prince only produces 10% of what he consumes. That's not very much. Is that another puff prince? Oh, my goodness. I thought those things were supposed to be relatively rare. Apparently, they think otherwise. All right, I don't see a regular puff here right now, so I can't check it. That stinks. I think puff prince makes other puffs more able to lay different eggs. Oh, that would be good, neat. Again, I don't have a regular puff to be able to click on to see if there's a difference there. Bummer. Woo-woo! All right, let's put some clean water in here. This water lock's not going to be great because they get the soggy feet effect. Which adds to their stress level, but their stress really isn't. Durgan's the other one who's feeling a little stressed. It's probably because she's spending all her time researching. That's not really a big deal. Man, there's a lot of water going in here. Have to deal with that eventually, too. Okay, let's get the carbon scrubber set up in here as well. If I use a carbon scrubber, I'm going to want to use a sieve. So I'll set it way down here, I guess. Set it down here where we have lots of space. Refinement, we can grab the sieve. Set up our plumbing. This is going to go into the input, out of the output, into the input, and then go all over the place because why not? Pump it back into this tank. Actually, what am I thinking? I can just put it in a perpetual loop. That's silly. Why on earth would I do that? Let's go like this. Set up a little perpetual loop out of it. This will need power. There we go. Once we get a cycle of water in here, we can cut off this and then we won't consume any water. And we'll just let this run. It'll clean everything up. This door might as well stay open at this point. Let our CO2 sink down below. Good to go. It's probably a typo. It should be 100%. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. You mean for the Puff Prince, you mean? It might very well might be, but the trouble is, like, there's no way to confirm. 10% of consumed mass. Right now, he's not consuming any, though. I have to find a way to get him out of there. I don't have a lure. Settle this for priority 6. I want them to build this before I run out of water. You can rotate the input out to the sieve with... Oh. Also the transformers. Well, the transformers I know you could flip, but... yeah, it's fine. I already built the pipes. I need a little bit of extra pipe anyway, just so you have like a place for water to be in the system. So it's not really that big a deal. Who's this colony? There's a lid on the fresh water with no pipe in it. I know, right? Or with no pee in it, yeah. We did have pee in it. We cleaned it up, though. We had some down in this bottom corner down here. A little bit leaked in. But yes, it is very unusual for me to have sealed in fresh water free of contaminants. There's no germs or anything in there. It's been good. Tiny little bit of CO2 here, but not enough. Okay, so this this pump here. Let's set up for water. I don't have water set anywhere else, so that means I can go to this. Wait a minute. Enable auto bottling. That's what I want. Okay, so they'll go down, they'll pump up bottles of water here, they'll run it up, they'll dump it here. Once we get enough built in, it'll adhere to this upper tile. That'll create a little spot of water in here that'll kind of block things off for me. The only reason I'm going with water this time is because I don't think there's enough CO2 settling up here in order to create a CO2 lock, so we'll just use water instead. And I may have to do the same thing up here, although I'm using a door currently. How much would you have to pay to have you drown Durgan's duplicate and give you their room while they're gone? You want it to be a surprise, like a gift. You'll double it if you do it. Oh, guys, you guys are evil. You should be so upset with me. You guys are so evil. Build the tiles before what? Alright, that's done. Let's throw a tile in here to seal that off. We have our flow of water going in, so that's good. Oh, before this water. Yeah, that's what you mean. Disable auto bottom. Get those tiles built. Do I play FH3 on Xbox? What's FH3? I'm gonna guess no, since I'm not sure what that is. What time is it here? It's 11:40 in Japan. Here it's 10:40 p.m. where I am. Eastern time. It's about 12 hours difference if you're in Japan. Well, actually, it's exactly 12 hours difference. Come on, guys, do the work. We've got to get a farm going. Without the bomb lilies, we can't handle the Dracco. The little, well, these are Drecklets. They're not even the full-size Dracco. That's funny. Yeah, I'm really curious what that ratio is supposed to be like. There's really no way to confirm it though. That's the tricky part. I guess once we get him in a space where we can feed him some polluted oxygen, we'll have a little bit of a better idea. If I could lure him out of here somehow. I wish there was a way to wrangle these guys. But the only thing you can capture them with is lures, and you need plastics to make the lures, and I don't have any plastics. I'm not that far along yet. Cryptic doesn't see everything. There's 272 people in the chat. Yeah, a few. I do tend to miss a little bit. Hey, Tiger Gaming, it's going well. Regular Puff has 50%. Wow. So I mean, I would hope that the Prince one would have a higher rate at like 100%, but it may very well be a typo. I don't know. Come on, I can't click this bottle emptier. There we go. Enable auto bottling. Let's turn up the priority on this because if I don't, no one's gonna do it. There's lots of bomb lily in here, though. I'm loving that. Oh, that's the noise it makes when the little shine bug comes out. Aw, look at the little shine nymphs. Alright, these guys are hungry, though. We need to get them a little feeder also. And we'll throw in another egg. Oh, they're sleeping. Listen to the noises. Oh, Forza Horizon 3. Yeah, no, I haven't really played the Forza games. The only difference between a normal puff and a puff prince, apparently, is the food to max excretion ratio. Yeah, it does seem really low, but I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be or not. There's not really a lot of clarity in the guide there, unfortunately. The question you should really be asking is, does puff prince taste better? That's probably a valid question. I mean, it's going to die if we don't feed it. I can't see his calories right now. Maybe because he's not domesticated. He's still wild. Hungry. Critter's tummy is rumbling. His tummy is rumbling. Oh, that's interesting. It has a 0% chance of producing a puff prince. Not penned with... Probability is increased if the creature is penned with a puff prince. Alright. So, these guys have an effect of increasing the pufflet prince egg. So if you put it in with other puffs, they'll have a higher chance of producing the pufflet prince egg. Oh man, that was quick. Disable that. We can deconstruct this. That's all. Wait, what happened there? Stop it. That little column of water did not stand long. Okay, so let's cancel deconstruct. Enable auto bottling. Let's do it again. You should fill every unused empty space in the colony up with ladders. Really use up the real estate? Oh my gosh. I mean, it would make it easier for them to climb around, I guess. It would have its small benefits. Consume a lot of materials. Why is it so hard to click on this thing? There we go. It's letting it create the column of water for a moment, and then it's going away. Break the highest airflow tile so we can get out? Yeah, but where's it going to go? I'm not even sure it will go out. We don't have any polluted oxygen out here for it to go to. Oh my gosh, this poor rancher. Spiffy, you're getting tons of work. There are lots of little hatches for you to... Oh, there's not even any baby ones anymore. I need another space to put those guys. There's too much. Too much. My game, when you look at the regular puff, the puff prince helps increase the chance of getting other types of puffs. Yeah, it says it right on it, actually. So if you click on the puff prince, it's funny. Like, if you go down to the egg laying, it says pufflet prince egg. And it says probability is increased if the creature is... Probability is increased if the creature not penned with puffed prince. Huh? Oh, whatever. Pufflet egg. This creature has a 100% chance of laying a pufflet egg. It's a little bit of funny wording there. It says if it's not penned with one. Oh, now that I've broken that thing there, too, I don't have an actual room in there. We've wrecked our ranch. And this guy's not even flying out. Come on, go with the opening. I want to make that guy a little door up there. I'll squad up in Fortnite on Xbox this weekend. No, so there's a lot of people that ask me to squad with Fortnite. The only time I really do that is if I'm going to be doing a stream, because it's just too much. Too much to keep up with, I'm afraid. I'm going to deconstruct this extra door stuff here. I don't even need all this now. If I throw a ladder down here... we should be able to dig out that stuff, too. I'm just going to leave the puffed in there for now. We'll close this in. He didn't fly out anyway. So the puff prince is basically meat. Lazy, tasty meat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much how that's going down. Oh, look at all the eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. The Paku really reproduce. Happiness 1. Is that good? High happiness increases a critter's productivity and indirectly improves their egg laying rates. It also provides satisfaction in knowing they're living good life, living a good little critter life. That's funny. So I guess happiness 1 is good. Maybe that's like the same as 100%. 79% reproduction rate. At 100% reproduction, critter will reach the end of their reproduction cycle and lay a new egg. After the egg is laid, reproduction is rolled back to 0. Change per cycle, 67% per cycle. These guys are going to produce a lot of little fish in here, so we're probably going to need a fish trap at some point. So we can start trapping the fish and gaining meat. This can be set up to feed these little shine nymphs. We want to feed them some phosphorite. And I might as well set it up for shine bugs, too. Because that's what they're going to grow into when they get bigger. Set that for phosphorite also. There we go. So they'll store that up. We still don't have enough of a water seal here yet. If you put another door up there and leave it open, it will still count as a room. Yeah, it will. That's true. Let's just throw a little ladder in here that we can reach it. Like so. We'll cancel this. Dig that out. Actually, I don't even need to dig that out. Nope, he finally flew out, sort of. He's thinking about it. He's like, I might maybe want to possibly consider flying out there at some point. If we could get him over here, he's got... Oh, actually, no, I cleaned up all the polluted oxygen in there. It's our germ situation. I'm surprised with the temperature in here that the germs aren't a bigger issue, but I think it's got to get to 70 degrees before it starts killing them off. So it's not like it's going to happen anytime soon. Research complete! We did a whole bunch of research that time. Let's try to knock out the rest of this research so we don't have to have the research system running anymore. We'll get that going. Then we can take our research brainiac and put them on other things. This should be good now, I think. Let's disable auto-bottling. Please tell me that's going to hold the seal now. I think it should be fine. Hopefully. The way it's kind of pouring it through the tile, sometimes, like, it was showing that it was sealing it off, but then it would collapse. Not sure what but hatches die in water, right? That's true, yeah. So I was actually thinking of building a hatch farm with the whole floor being made of doors, and like having a place where you can separate the hatches, and then like the area with the door floor, you'd like when you want meat, you open up the doors, it dumps them in, they drown, and then you have like an auto. Like an auto picker there, an auto sweeper to like pick up all the meat and send it to your kitchen. Probably very cruel, but also mildly entertaining. I need to scrub up this. Let's get this cranked up. How's our power grid? Ooh, circuit status. Maximum 1340. That's not great. Because we have research, we have air production, we have... Well, we're not using this, so we won't go over that way. Yeah, we're starting to get an awful lot on this one grid. Again, though, if we can finish the research, I can take both of those off, and that'll free up space there. Algae's running out. There's an oxalate spiral on the bottom left. There is, yeah. Ooh, we're actually completely out of algae again. All out of algaes. I'm going to send them down here. We can get some metal this way. And then they'll also get the chance to get some of the algae that's here. No, I don't want that one. If we get that one, all the hydrogen will come out, and I don't want all that mess in my base. Perfect. So much to do, so little time. Pup frenzy, 30 kilograms per cycle, and probably produce 100%. Well, yeah, they say, you know, there's no really way to know. We'll have to actually get him into a space and see what the quantity is that he's pooping out. Ooh, this is done. Let's get, we can dig in over here now. We need a ladder. Throw that in there, and then we can dig out all this wonderful balm lily. You'll keep her bed warm. If you won't kill Durgan's dupe, can we pay you to hide her in a closed off space full of water? Isn't that kind of the same thing as just killing her off? I feel like maybe it is. I mean, I would do an awful lot of things for $100, but this is not very realistic. Use a ladder to get to the algae. I have a ladder. Bloop. We also have all this algae in here. I guess I could dig up too. Dig all that up. Can't reach the top of the ladder leading to the algae. It's 3 tiles away. Oh, it is too. Yeah, sorry. It is. That's the ladder you were talking about. I don't remember digging it down that low. Oh, whoops. It was already prioritized. All right, go get me some algae, guys. I mean, we have plenty of oxygen here right now, so it's not like we're gonna run out instantly or anything. There's only 8 dupes in here breathing it, so not really a huge concern. However, oh look, because I made that opening, we've got the little Dreckos in here. Let's check out the decor. I think they radiate positive decor, which is cool, because they're cute. So between the shine bugs and the Dracos, this room's looking cuter. I kind of want to shave them. %10 is confirmed in the clay forum. All right, so they don't produce much in terms of slime, but they do help other... I don't know what the benefit would be. Why would you want to produce the prince eggs then? Because it seems like when the prince is around... Oh... Probability is increased if the creature is not penned with puffed prints. I want to see a regular puffed. Where's the regular puff? What are their odds? We just don't have a regular one. All we have are puffed princes. Which seems so weird to me. So basically, he's just a lazy puff that doesn't want to do anything. He's just a negative all around. That's no good. Oop, shine bugs are flying out here. Why did they go out there? Oh, there's phosphorite out there. I don't know. They still haven't refilled this thing. I killed one of the sheep monster things in the 4-door. Really? No. The Dracos, there were only 2 of them in here, I think. I would think there would be meat in there if I did that. I wasn't paying attention. Did somebody run through while it was actually on the door? That's weird. What if the puff princes are negative on purpose to supply a challenge in breeding? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It's still alive, just stuck in the doors? I don't see it in there. Dracos get everywhere in your base, so keep an eye on them. Yeah, they're wrangleable. Whatever. You can wrangle them. So because you can wrangle it, I mean, if they do happen to get on your base, you can always move them. I mean, the reason they get everywhere is just because they climb on every surface. They built the ladder here, but they haven't gone down after the algae yet. Come on, guys. Get to work. We needs it. Pickled meal. Pickled meal. I'm not even going to bother making pickled meal ice. It doesn't increase the calories. The only thing it does is increase the time that it will last. And since I'm storing it in CO2 anyway, I don't really need to do that. I just eat it straight. What can we do with the bristleberries, though? We should have some of those. We can make gristleberries. Take 1,600 kilocalories of bristleberry and then cooks it into poor quality gristleberry at 2,000 kilocalories. So let's do that. Put our chef to work producing some additional calories. This fridge I plugged in and then I didn't even end up making use of it. So let's turn this up to a 7. We'll turn this down to a... Well, it's already a 6. What about this one? This is an 8, so we'll turn this one down to a 6. They should move the stuff that's contained in this ration box up to this fridge. And that'll have it closer to where it's being cooked, too, so they don't have to run so far with it. Hydra can still get out. You missed a dig spot. I need to cancel. Oh, right there. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. You left the dig time down on the algae that will let the hydrogen out. Yeah, okay, no, I got it. It's fine. I spotted it. I believe if Durgan hides, she would be happy to leave her room to Nellini for she's generous. And we can oh man. I'm like, I'm sorry, Durgan, I had to kill you off. They paid me. It was a paid assassination job. These little Dracos are neat. I like how they climb all over everything. Where am I? I'm right here, I think. Where are you? All these bomb lily seeds. I need these picked up. Sweep those up. Priority 8, please. Before something decides to eat them, preferably. Alright, so the bomb lily doesn't need any fancy growing scenarios, so I can actually just put it in the planters. Whenever this room in here gets finished. How's their oxygen doing? I'm not even... Oh, there is still a little oxygen production. There's no algae, but there's still a little bit left in the machines. Probably just as well. Sounds like a pup, for instance, like a rooster in a chicken farm. I guess, except the rooster at least helps with egg production. It's a matter of time before she bites the dust and her date is reduced. Puff Prince plus dense puff equals better chance for dense egg, apparently. Oh, really? Need to figure out all those combinations because I haven't taken any time to really experiment with them. I have to go into like sandbox mode to experiment a bit. Oop, this is finished down here. Although we don't have any water going in the system because I've done something here that it doesn't like. Come on. Guys, you're running right beside it here. I don't think you can even change the priority of them breaking stuff. Oh, there we go. Okay, there goes the water in. Dirty water out. We'll let a little bit of clean water filter in here. Oh, it's not going to actually. So we'll let a little bit of polluted water build up here. And then I'll just break this pipe. Quickly, please. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Oh, they're sleeping. Oh, God, what have you done to Durgan? I don't know. Interesting. The answer count for all that mentioned me. I missed something. No, but the puff prince has little efficiency and encourages the hatching of more. You have to work to get better eggs. Yeah, I don't... It doesn't really say anything about increasing the rate that anything else hatches. Or like the time duration. Much experimentation needed to find out what the deal is. I still haven't broken this. Come on. Priority 7 it. Preference equals much higher reproduction rate of 22% per cycle and much less resource feeding needed. Does it though? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Man, we made a mess. Mop up this. That was a lot of water for one little tile. My goodness. Now they all took a little shower as they went through there. Okay, I need to finish the pipe that's in here now so that this will work. That's gonna cut right there. To get that finished, then we'll have our little scrubber going, and that will clean up some of the CO2, of which we have plenty. They still haven't swept up this stuff, even though I said it. Oh, you know what? I bet you I don't have a storage container set up to handle that stuff. So let's put a storage container up here. I'm gonna set all this to priority 7. Let's get all this done, please. And then we'll be able to store the bomb lilies in here. People aren't telling Crypt the number and results, and he's all, much testing needed. Well, yeah, that's it. Like, where are you getting the numbers from is my question. The water's freaking out? What do you mean the water's freaking out? Oh, down in the pipe there, you mean? It's fine. Mop the path with the algae ladder. Yeah, this too. That needs it also. We're gonna get soggy feet running through it all the time. They clean up the algae pretty quick. Actually, this gets us down near this geyser too. We could go check out soon. Find out what we have hiding back there. It may be a pleasant surprise, and there again, it may not. All right, we have a place to put our bomb lily seeds. We're almost finished digging this out, so we can start to actually plant them soon. Imagine the clickbait you can make. Crazed man pays for the killing of innocent dupe. I was involved, not clickbait. Gone wrong. #1 victory royale. Oh my gosh, the clickbaity titles. The head in the one bathroom may be consuming... Oh, the heat. Yeah. I mean, it might be. There is a fair amount of heat here, and there must be some of it that's coming through this door. We can try converting this over to insulated and see if it makes a difference. The bathrooms themselves actually produce heat, which I guess makes sense. If you're running the shower, it tends to get a little warm in there. I've had this thing running here a little bit, although it doesn't look like it's running right now. No, that whole system is completely stopped. It was running when we were playing last time. Now it's just doing a whole lot of nothing. It was kind of a failed experiment anyway. We weren't really cooling them up. Here's the thing, like, I find with that kind of cooling, when you're trying to do the radiant cooling, it's fine if you're trying to go really hot or really cold, because you can just really intensely change the temperature of the stuff you're sending through the pipe. When you're trying to shoot for moderate temperature, it doesn't really work so much, because the early part of the pipe is going to be super cold or super hot. By the time it gets to the end of the length of the pipe, it's going to be something different, which isn't great. That was a bit of a failed experiment. I should instead just use more of a standard HVAC system. We'll pump out the air, run it through a cooler, and then re-inject it back into the rooms. What are they? Oh yeah, the insulation. We have a hatch up here. Let's wrangle this guy. Oh wow, I never thought I would watch a CrypticFox live stream. Are we almost at the end? Oh no, we've got another hour or so. I normally play until midnight Eastern time. Check the geyser tile by tile and spare the middle part. You don't want 500-degree CO2 geyser. Yeah. There is that. Breaking into the cold biome? Yeah, we could do that eventually too. There's all kinds of stuff we haven't done yet. We haven't really even gone all that much into the swamp biomes. Just a tiny little bit up here. Well, we went after that prince egg. I regret it now. Oh, we also went after a fish there. Actually, speaking of fish, we still only have 2. Where are these guys standing for incubation? 36%, 21, 13. Man, there's a lot of eggs down here. Make sure this thing's got stuff in it. 0 algae. We ran out of algae. Well, that's just great. Apparently these guys are hungry. They eat a lot. Sort of explains our depleting algae supplies. A little bit. I mean, we're burning it for oxygen, and then we're also feeding it to the fish. Okay, this here we can set up for bomb lily seed. Okay, it needs atmosphere chlorine, air pressure 150 grams minimum, temperatures, etc., etc. Requires farm plot. Must be planted in a planter box. Yada yada yada. All right, should be fine. Plant. Copy settings, paste that all the way over here, and now we need to get access to some chlorine here, because otherwise this stuff's just not going to grow. So we'll dig in here. And is that welcome? You know what geyser it is. Oh, did you pull up the world seed and then dig it out? No spoilers. Oh, I can't even get through here without releasing hydrogen. 1,000 grams of it in there. I thought I could just dig right through here, but I'm gonna, one way or another, I'm gonna wind up releasing hydrogen. All right, we'll dig over here. Throw a little ladder down. We'll see what happens. Big mystery. Dun, 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 dun. Unless somebody actually used, like I said, if they used the world seed and I pulled it up, then you probably already know. Anybody know when the next update is? Well, the update only just came out today in the main portion of the game. They've been doing updates every like 6 to 8 weeks. So the next one will probably be available in the beta branch probably in like another 4 weeks. And we'll start to get a sense of what that's going to be then. Actually, if we dig through our way in through this geyser, we can send in our fancy scientists to do a little research on this thing too. Set that up to analyze. Hot and gross in there, but they should be okay. Maybe. Okay, the one thing I do have an issue with now, though, is there was all kinds of oxygen in this space. So as the chlorine comes in, I gotta see where it filters out here. It should still be, yeah, it should filter down to the bottom. And be okay for the plants, I think. All the gas moving in. Gassy. Chlorine, chlorine, hydrogen. Oh, there's hydrogen in there. Carbon dioxide sitting at the bottom too is not great. But at least at the planter, it can actually squish the CO2 down at like the planter level, and then the plant itself will be in the chlorine. So it should be fine. You can build tiles through corners without digging in to push the hydrogen upward. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Too late. We already dug it. Do your build this thing prior to 9, please. Actually, the hydrogen is not really even flowing out too much. There's actually CO2 seems to be holding it back a bit, so not too bad. Boop, there we go. I don't think there was really any hydrogen that leaked out of there. It worked out fine. Dracos eat the plants, not the lily. Oh, really? That's a problem. Where's the Dracos? How does that even work? Because the plants have to grow in chlorine, and the Dracos like hydrogen. Mealwood, pinch and pepper plant, or balm lily. Critically consume these materials in the following mass. Mealwood, pinch and pepper, balm lily. I don't know. I don't think so. Like, hold on. Hold on. Let's look in here. Where's the Draco? Is there no feeding option? Are these not? There's not in alphabetical order. Great. Dense puff. No, there's actually no. There's no option to feed them in this. Really, if they gotta eat the plant straight, that really sucks. So that means I need to create a scenario where I've got chlorine at the bottom and hydrogen at the top, so I can grow the plants below and have the Dracos hang out on the ceiling. That's really weird. Smooth hatch, sage hatch, hatchling stone, smooth nega, shine bugs. Shine bugs. Alright, these Dracos. So I feel like I picked the appropriate title for this stream. Oh my goodness. The trouble with Dracos. I was kind of going with like the whole trouble with triple sort of thing. But I feel like the trouble with Dracos is definitely appropriate. Okay, so let's set this for 7. I wanted them to build this finally. So we can get our fancy ranch room back, because right now it's not a room. How am I going to deal with you guys? Alright, I need hydrogen in here. I wonder if I can find... If I can find a pocket of hydrogen, I can just pump it in instead of trying to produce it. There's hydrogen down here I guess we can work with. But that's a really long way to send the piping. What about up here? This is all hydrogen. That's chlorine, of course. Hydrogen. I mean, I guess alternatively, I could fill a room with hydrogen and grow pinch of pepper plants in there instead. Because these guys like the plant and not the nut. Pinch of pepper plant. Huh. That sort of foils my plans. Okay, so I'm still going to grow the bomb lily because there's no point not to. I already have it there. So maybe what I'll do is I'll convert this space over here into our Dreco farm. And we'll try and do it with hydrogen instead. Mega high stress. Who's stressed? Andrew Kreider. Why is Andrew so stressed? Grimy, soggy feet, and he's hungry. Well, if he would... Oh, he can't take a shower. I was going to say, if he could go take a shower, the soggy feet buff and the grimy would go away. He's eating, though, so that's a plus. Oh, I don't have this fridge set up. Man, I need this one plugged in. We finally got to that point where we just have too much food. Throw everything edible in here. Everything edible. It's okay. It's only 50%. When they go to sleep, it'll go down. You'll get it sorted. Body temperature. It's not warm enough in here? 29 degrees. 38 degrees. Man, it really cooled down. That's not good. Now I gotta heat up this space somehow. 43 degrees. I'm really surprised the temperature dropped going into this area so much. This geyser must not have gone off recently. Drat. Okay, so... I mean, alternatively, I could put a pump in here to pump the stuff that's at 42 degrees and have it go into this side of the room, and that will raise the temperature back to the space that I want. It's just not really the way I wanted to tackle it, because it's going to take some extra energy to do this. But we'll throw a gas pump in here. I'm going to use insulated pipes to... Actually, no, forget the insulated pipes. We'll use regular pipes. Who am I kidding? Regular gas pipes. We'll send those through here. It might even heat up a little bit just by virtue of sending it out this way. Gas vent. What's the pressure like in here? Whew, 2,531 grams. It's already high pressure. And you need plastics for the high pressure gas vent. So this won't even work. The gas won't come out of the vent. Alright, scratch that idea. I feel like that would have been the easy solution. Instead, we'll use temp shift plates. That should be under... Is it stations? Utility? Yeah, utilities. Okay, there we go. We don't have any really good stuff to work with. Igneous rock, slow heating, thermally reactive. We could use obsidian. Copper seems too valuable to use. Sandstone. Iron. Dirt. Dirt sounds like a great option. Alright, I'm going to go with... go with obsidian, I guess. We'll build these in here. That should help. Try to distribute some of the heat from this side over to the other side. Even if it evens out in like a mid-30s kind of range, I think I'd be okay with that. Stick some extra batteries up there. Yeah, that would help as well with the temperature. You're right. And actually, I don't have a bank of batteries on the one power system, so we'll see how the thermal plates work. And if it works, then great. And if not, I'll stick some batteries in there that'll up the temperature. Try it the other way, pump out the cold gas. Yeah, but I have to have a place to put it when I pump it out. I was intending just to keep it all in the space and move it around, but I guess all that would do is, yeah, I mean, it would probably cool over this area, but we'll see how the thermal shift plates work, if that helps to balance it out a bit. All right, so we're more than an hour into the stream, and we don't have this Draco thing sorted out, so I need to get on top of that. I was hoping 215. There's not even high pressure hydrogen here that I can tap into to try to do this. Harvest ready. All right. Let's start digging some of this stuff up. We're gonna need a ladder. I might as well grab the pinch of pepper nuts because I'm going to need those to plant them. I've kind of been delaying on producing an oxygen room, but I guess I should make a small oxygen room and then pump the hydrogen out and use it to fill up this area over here to kind of suit my need that way. I guess I could build it in here. We're gonna have a little bit of germiness going on, so I have to be a little bit careful of the germs that we start to produce. But this will at least give me access to the hydrogen I need. What's my Twitter handle? It's one CrypticFox. So the number one CrypticFox. Just started watching. What have you missed? A fair amount. I mean, we've kind of been building some stuff out. We planted some bomb lily, and then someone wisely pointed out the Dracos actually eat the plant, not the bomb lily flower once you harvest it. So we need to kind of come up with something that they can eat, because the stuff we're going to grow is going to be an issue. The Draco really likes to be in hydrogen. And because it likes to be in hydrogen, it kind of limits the stuff we can feed them. They'll eat the mealwood plants. They could be grown in hydrogen. That's not really a big deal. And that might actually be a decent way to go. But I'm going to try and grow pinch of pepper plants. The pinch of pepper plant, air pressure, temperature has to be fairly high. To domesticate it, it needs phosphorite. It needs to be irrigated with polluted water. I mean, this may not even be worth it. I might actually be better off just with the mealwood. Just continuous like loaf. Make a chance for the hydrogen to flow up from below area you want to ranch it. Yeah, there's just not very much of it down here. I mean, this pocket here is fairly high concentration. This is fairly high concentration. I mean, I could pump some of this upwards, or like create a channel for it to flow up, but it's gonna be hard to control it. Lots of polluted oxygen in here. I mean, I could just produce hydrogen, I guess, and send it right in there. All right, there's our puff prince. He's finally found something to eat. He's like, I'm not starving anymore. Thank the Lord. Let's open this. They went through there and then didn't open it. All right. Thank you. Draco's got a higher chance of plastic scales when eating mealwood too. Oh, do they? That probably makes sense then. Doesn't say on here, but all right. So maybe mealwood's the way to go. I thought it was based on like the ones that they hatch though. Oh yeah, eats any mealwood. All right. All right, man. I'm trying to. Yeah, maybe I'm obviously going about this the hard way. Where's the food? Let's put farm tiles in here. This guy's got to go. You know what? I'm going to kill this thing off. Who has priority set up to attack things? Probably nobody. Oh, no, they're all set up for combat. That's interesting. Andrew Kreider. Combat dude extraordinaire. Oh, uses digging skill for combat. All right. Sure, whatever. Kill off the morb. He'll stop producing polluted oxygen there on me. Yeah, farm tiles. Stick those in here. I don't know how much they actually need to eat, but I guess we'll see. The buff doesn't produce germy slime, right? No, actually it does. It does produce germs. See? It's looking germy in here already. And I don't think you can disinfect it when it's on materials like that. That is a problem. We're going to wind up with germs everywhere. Oh, man. Harpreet's looking really dirty anyway. Alright, so we do have some slime lung surface germs. There's a fair amount. Oh, that's actually from the stuff I dug up in the ceiling. That's not even a thing right now. It's fine. Let's do a little ore scrubber over here, maybe. We go into stations. No, it's not stations. Utilities. There it is. Ore scrubber. Make sure that anything they bring out of here is going to be scrubbed. And then we'll need a pump for this thing. Put that in here. As it turns out, I'm going to use that gas pump anyway. Oops, come on. Oh my gosh, derpiness. Okay, what is going on? Cancel. I apparently stink with this thing. Okay. Gas pipes. There we go. Send this over. Plug that in right here. We'll need power, of course. Kind of not worried about the decor up here so much. Let's just throw in some heavy watt. That way we don't overload any of our power systems. And decor is not really a prime requirement up here anyway. Connected to that. This can go into here. Good times. Oh, we finally did the analysis on this too. Death by germs. Yeah, of all the things we were gonna deal with, analysis complete. Alright. What did that get me? Next activity is in 16.6 cycles. Ooh, gotta be careful how much chlorine we suck out of this space too. This is still an issue. Body temperature. 26.4 degrees. Not hot enough. It's not hot enough. CO2 at 20 some odd degrees. We have our chlorine at 29. 30 over this end. I feel like I should just dig up all these. Uproot. Copy settings. No, I can't do it that way. Well, uproot the ones at this end to get them moving down to the other end where the temperature's a little better. Plants have died. Comments disabled for everyone, is it? Oh, it's all X's. Oh my gosh, I'm like super smart right now. There we go. Combat, plants have died. Any eggs to work with? Ooh, we have a hatchling egg. Let's put that in. Get that incubating. These guys have been so grumpy in here. They're not even laying eggs right now. So many of them. Got a seed with 2 steam vents adjacent to your biome. Yeah, it would be a little toasty. Use the radiant pipes for the scrubber to transfer the heat. Yeah, except we already built it, I guess. That wouldn't hurt, actually. There's no negative side to doing that, I guess. We'll throw radiant pipes in here. Make them out of iron. There's no harm in doing it. What about the space heater? Yeah, we can do that too. The biggest issue with that is just having space to put it, really. More than anything. I could dig up some of these plant growth scoops. You don't have enough to fill it all in anyway. And actually, now that they're not eating... I'm not using the bomb lily to feed the Dracos. It's not really that big of a deal. I have a feeling we're going to trap a Draco under here. I don't like that. Kill all you command. Those dirty Dracos should go back to where they came from. They crawl all over the place, little guys. Plants have died. Okay, I'm gonna have to dig in a little spot here because we need a place to drop off Dracos, actually. Let's need a dugout here too. I have all this polluted oxygen in here. Try to clean up the polluted oxygen while we're at it. Might come in handy. We're all out of algae again. How's our oxygen? We're out of algae, but our oxygen is really not doing too bad. And I cleaned up all the CO2, so this thing's sitting idle down here now also. Plants have died. Okay, that's all planted in. Oh, again. Come on. Why is Durgan building things? Durgan's supposed to be doing research. I forgot about research. Haven't been taking care of it at all. Let's go with the medical because we're actually getting to that place now where I've got germs in the colony. Somebody's actually at 99%. Andrew Kreider. What's our germ situation? This only needs to be set up to scrub in one direction for stuff that goes right. They get this wire bridge built. How did they not finish that thing? Build all this stuff, guys. Dracos don't have to be submersion hydrant, just access to it for them to grow the fiber. Yeah. Well, I mean, I have two scenarios here. I mean, I want the pinch of pepper nuts anyway, so I'm going to climb up there to get those. And we'll try to create, you know what? Even if we create a pocket of it. We can create like a pocket of hydrogen in here, maybe. That's 1,000 grams. .1 kilograms of polluted oxygen. That is a crazy amount of polluted oxygen. That morb had a huge opportunity to pump out oxygen there. Polluted though it be. Oh my gosh, look at all the germs too. These poor duplicants, they're gonna be breathing in tons of germs. I need to throw a door in here just so I have ability to block access. Stress is really building up. Yeah, ooh, 100% stress. Andrew Kreider. It's because he's out here with like popped eardrums and stuff. Okay, we need a massage table because they haven't. You know, we're 89 cycles in. It's the first time I've had a stress problem. Andrew, 100%. Furniture, massage table. Let's build that right there. There's our power supply. That connects it automatically to the power grid, which is technically overtapped, but we're not using all of it anyway, so it should be okay. This whole system up here is just a complete waste of time and energy. Revolution! This will destroy the colony. Look at all the heat, too. We never did properly solve the heat problem last time, and things are getting toasty now. I really want to get the Dracos going, but I have a feeling I should probably pay attention to some other things first. Let's get mealwood seeds planted in here. Copy those settings. We'll get them growing. They can grow in the polluted oxygen without any issue. Oh, that was silly of me. Little tiny pocket of hydrogen here. Wonder if that'll do. Is he happy? Scale growth 100%, wildness 100%. This isn't as closed in as a room necessarily, so I should actually try to put some stuff in here to make this into a stable. And I've got to solve this heat problem because I just didn't take care of it properly before. So let's throw a gas pump in here. I'm going to tell them to deconstruct all this hot mess I've got going on up here. Let's go with gas pipes, break all this stuff. Break it all, my friends. We don't need any of it. Rebuild it all. We call meal ice the topple as a corrupt government for the revolution. Alright. You approve a massage table for only you and that other dupe. No, I'm sorry, but the massage table is not located in that particular area. The only things that are really blocked off are the doors that go into the bathrooms that have limited access. Man, look how quickly the stress comes down. He was at 100%. Jumped on the massage table, boom, 35. Good to go. Out of algae again. Those are oxygen. Ooh. I mean, there is a ton of polluted oxygen here. If I can actually scrub it, that's a big, big oxygen supply hiding, like right here, that's just full of germs. Let me get these things set up so they get some sand in them as a priority. What's going on? Body temperature. I can't win. I was like, oh, I'll just make it really easy. We'll build it out over here. But I completely forgot about the body temperature. One of the Dracos is stuck in the wall. Where? In the tile I built? Or did he climb up here? No, they climbed over that. It's fine. Where did he get stuck? Oh, over here. Oh, that's funny. These guys aren't hatching either. Oh, there's meat down there. Ah, man. Nothing is going smoothly tonight. Nothing is going the way I want it to. All this stuff out here isn't going to grow because it's too hot. The temperature out here is 35 degrees, and these things stop growing at like 30. The Draco prefers temperatures... Does it even say? No, it doesn't say what their preferred temperatures are. Maybe they're fine. Maybe they don't care. That could be it. What am I going to do? Apparently ran out of gold amalgam. Why was I building out of gold amalgam in the first place? Cancel? I just wasted a whole bunch of gold building that. That's fabulous. Like, wonderful. Should have been making it out of iron. Your immune systems are slipping. Yeah, we got 82%. So Andrew's at 82%. He's the one that was not doing so great. So we should probably set this up so Andrew won't go through this door. Where is he? Come on. Andrew. There we go. Alright, Andrew, you can't go through. Polani, you're doing great. We're all having a blast, man. Thanks, Polani. Appreciate the super chat. I just hate when I have a plan to try to accomplish something and it's not going the way I want it to go. I didn't give enough forethought in here. I should have thought a little bit more about what I was going to do with these Dracos. But to be honest with you, my initial thought was just, okay, well, we'll just grow some bomb lily. We'll have them, like, hang out in there. And for some reason, I thought the Draco's preferred environment was chlorine, but it's not. It's hydrogen. Which totally messed with the whole idea that I had in play for tonight. And I can't even reach that. Can I build a ladder in front of here? I can. Good. That's good. We need more ladders. Good. It's good. Built an extra one. A little lag there. We have one plant over here that's growing properly. Let's dig this one up. Uproot you. They'll plant it over there. That one will actually grow. We'll have two plants actually growing bomb lily. If I create a new colony, will you keep the dupes from this one? No. Usually every time I create a colony, I'd pick all brand new dupes. But I'm not going to create a new one for a while. I want this one to continue running for a bit. It would be nice even to, like, try to dig out some of this stuff that's all germy. And try to expand the size of the colony so we can make more room for living quarters and stuff relative to what we have now. Let's put this priority 6. Get all that taken care of. Why is this not growing? Oh, I had a ladder there. They finally dug it up. That's fine. I really should probably do a second bristle blossom space down below here. Research completed. Let's get digging on some more of that. We're almost done with this finally. Home luxuries. I'll go up here. The trouble with Dreckos, I tell you. What's my favorite upgrade so far? I mean, I think probably well, I mean, they've all been progressive in nature, right? So every time there's another update that comes out, there's more cool stuff going on. But I think probably the ranching one. There's just so much to play around with in this. I mean, you've got all kinds of different farming options you got to work with because you actually have a purpose for those plants now beyond just feeding your duplicants. The little critters are really neat. So I think probably the ranching upgrades are the ones I'm liking the best. The occupational upgrade was pretty cool too. But the ranching one I think just has so much in it. It's been really fun to play around with it so far. How do I want to tackle this? I really need to do something about my oxygen too, which I should really focus on because I keep getting distracted. Where's the best pocket of algae I can snag? I'm thinking it's probably going to be one of the ones that's down here. We have a little algae here we can get, so we'll dig this out. We'll throw a ladder down here, maybe. We'll set this ladder for... It's already on 7. Grab all this algae. And in the meantime, I really do need to get that oxygen room started. I was going to build like right here, and then I got delayed. So we'll dig all this out. This is going to be a hot mess in here. Germ Central. Spontaneous meat bustion. Did you mark the power transformer to be deconstructed on purpose? What? No, I didn't. I had that set up specifically for pipes, so I deconstructed all the pipes. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, you know what? Jobs. There was somebody I was trying to move into the electrical engineer position. It's not quite there yet. Not quite there yet. Darn little Dracos. Okay, let's go to food. We'll grab critter drop off. We'll stick that over here for our Dracos. If we want to make this into a proper room, we're going to need to do that as well. So I'm going to deconstruct this ladder, dig this out. We'll put a door in there, and in the meantime, we want to go to stations and grab a grouping station, and we'll stick that in here too. Rewind the video 2 or 3 times to watch them die again and again. What? You can make room for the Dracos at the bottom of the colony and pump the chlorine and hydrogen from below. Yeah, my original plan was to try to do something down here. And then I thought I wanted to tap into the chlorine, which is up here. So I was like, okay, well, I'll build a space in here, but I was completely mistaken about what the Dracos needed. I don't know why I thought they needed chlorine. They need hydrogen. The trouble I'm going to have, regardless, is the temperature's not great. So I guess if I get the temperature up high enough, instead of going with the mealwood, I could grow the pinch of pepper plants. Except that if they eat the mealwood, there's a higher probability that the reeds they'll produce on their back will actually be plastic instead of like reed fiber. The plastics are a little more useful for me right now. I don't know. I think, yeah, maybe next time I might actually build down here. I mean, in the interim, I could try to cool what's in this space here, I guess. If we dig into the cold biome over here, which isn't too far away, we can get some of these little wheezeworts and put them in there to help control the temperature. So there are still options. Is that a water geyser on the upper left? I don't see a geyser here. I don't think so. I don't... Oh, wait, right here. There's more neutronium there, so there is another geyser there. But it's not necessarily a water geyser. It's just... There's just neutronium, so we have a geyser right here. But I don't see a geyser otherwise. The one up here is chlorine. But I don't think I see a water one. Free that geyser! You want to see it? You want to see the geyser? Well, this is our priority right here, right now. Because we're going to need this oxygen. I really should have this set for an 8. Because we need that. We're going to need that bad. Oxygen levels are now really dipping. This one's actually producing. This one's not. We're going to get a little bit of algae up here probably just from digging in this space. Along with all the wonderful germs we're producing. Oh boy. 6.1. There's a ton of polluted oxygen in there. This one here is getting cleaned up nicely. I mean, the germs are still hanging out. But it's cleaning well. If we can get all this converted into oxygen here, that'd be amazing. Spiral equals Illuminati. There's a pool of water on the top left. Oh, right here, you mean? Yeah, there might be a geyser in there, actually. This water is at 22.8 degrees, but until you actually get rid of the fog of war, the geyser doesn't become active. So you're right. With this water right here, there very well might be a geyser up here. I think I even hear one. So yeah, there might be one there. That'd be handy. That's not classified as a room, apparently. It's up there, very top left. Yep. People are seeing a pool of water on the top. Yeah. Yep. I hate the delay on YouTube sometimes. There's a good, like, it's gotta be like 45-second delay on YouTube. It's really harsh sometimes. Some more little algae here, I guess. It's probably even easier to reach than this one is. Oh no! Everybody's starting to gasp. There's still lots of air here for now, but pressures are changing. It's not good. Why is this thing not really running very well? Oh, it's super low concentration CO2 down here. Alright, good. Good. You found a polluted oxygen geyser today. That's crazy. That'd be fun to deal with it. Dig it up a bit and let's find out. Well, I need to get some oxygen dealt with here first. Once we get some oxygen, we'll be in a little better place to do some other stuff. This Pufflet Prince, I don't want him around y'all, but nevertheless, let's get rid of this. Actually, I'll swap this out for tile. Alright, what's that little setup I want? So I'm going to use a gas pump here. Like that. I'm going to need more dugout space here, unfortunately, to work with. Get all that dug out. I can put in... That was weird. Like so. In terms of oxygen, we'll put a little electrolyzer like right here. I'm gonna leave that for now. Over here is where we're gonna pump out the hydrogen. We'll snag the oxygen from down below here and send it down. Obviously, we're gonna have to get rid of all the slime and stuff that's here. So I actually need a place to put that. I could cut into this space and store it underwater, under that polluted water, but that's going to be a bit of a problem because there's like 6.1 kilograms of polluted oxygen here. If I cut into that, there's going to be polluted oxygen everywhere. Where are we going to store the slime? It's got to go somewhere, and it's better underwater than above water. If we all send $1, will you maybe stream another hour tonight? Yes, but I'm not going to plan for anyone to do that. That'd be a lot of money. There's 276 people watching right now, Polani. That's crazy. Wouldn't you do it for $276 an hour? I'm pretty sure you would. What's this? CO2. I really want to dig in here and just put a storage container under the water, but I don't want to deal with that pressure. That's crazy. CO2 was almost overwhelming. Well, not really, actually. The CO2, it looks like a lot, but it's actually a low concentration. There's like 5.5 grams, 181 grams. The reason why it looks like more is because the pressure that was above in the oxygen is going down. And as it goes down, it allows the CO2 to expand. So there's really actually not very much CO2 here. It's just spreading out a lot. Make an airlock beside the polluted oxygen with a cleany thing before opening. Well, yeah, I mean, I have a door like right here, so I mean, technically I can have them go around and put it in the container down this way, except that I have the tile here right now. Doors don't really work that great. They let pressure through when you pass through them. This temperature here never got better. Temperature placed at 33 degrees. Bomb Lily wants 35. It's so close. 29. It's not too often I actually want to heat things up. Andrew Kreider is getting sick. Who's suffocating? And why? Marie, what are you doing? Run up to where the oxygen is. Foolish duplicant. Somebody has to have... Why don't I have any algae yet? This is crazy. Okay. You know what? Let's do this easy way. Priority 9. No, I can't dig that. I don't have a ladder down there yet. Okay, guys. Get all this stuff as a priority. Stop being ridiculous. Produce some oxygen, and then we don't have to worry about it. Oh, there is oxygen production. What are they worried about? Crazy duplicants. Oh, and my plants are stifling, too, because I lost all the pressure down here. Dough. Oh, you were talking about your CO2 geyser. Oh, yes. Problem with cleaning CO2 is running out of sand. Well, I mean, alternatively, you can create sand by using your rock granulator, so you can turn some of your metal into refined metal and get some sand that way. Because that's kind of a thing. Jobs. Somebody's ready to be promoted. Alright, so we can finally have an electrical engineer. Thank you very much, Harpreet. Not that we necessarily need the extra power right now. I mean, granted, we are running different systems and things, but let's deconstruct these. I don't need any of this. This can go. Don't need this pump. Oh, the hatchling hatched. Let's wrangle him, too. Give him the wrangling. Please, all the overlays before you log off. You want to see all the different overlays? All right, there's a lot of them up there. Bling, bling. Thank you so much for the super chat, by the way, Polani. I appreciate that. Okay. There, they finally dug up the... got that all dug up. All right, we'll get somebody down here digging this out, too. We'll just tap into this a little bit and find out what's here. Cancel that. We need an opening. Dig in there. Actually, you gotta be careful they don't actually build here. I didn't really want them to. Not yet. We'll probably do some insulation building there. I only outlined that so I'd remember where it was. And by the time they get all the way down there, they have to run back up for air, so I don't know how much progress they're going to make down here. Until we actually get some fancy little spacesuits going. Those guys are doing good. How's our germ situation? Ew, germy. Polluted oxygen's all hanging out up here. I mean, this guy's having the time of his life. He's getting a really good meal, but let's dig this out. I'm going to deconstruct this. We at least put at the very least, we'll put a door here that'll create some sort of a barrier. Trying to get a visual summary of my system setups. 30 seconds is fine. I go, okay, that's fine. I mean, not that my systems are set up all that great right now. For the most part, it's kind of a hot mess. Okay, we need a gas pipe off of here. Send this down the ladder. And I guess I'll just pump the oxygen like right out down here. Stick it like right in the center of the colony. This is going to require power, of course. I don't really care so much about the type of power. Now, the trouble I need is that I'm going to have to close this off. So when I do, the power is going to be able to get in here somehow. Maybe I should throw a transformer up here. Let's do that. We'll make a transformer here. I can't build there. Oh, I can build there, though. That was weird. Oh, the ladder was in the way. I am so smart. SMRT. What did the buffalo say to his son when he went to college? Bye, son. Oh, bump. Leave the dad jokes to... Why did the man buy stocks in beef without using a broker? He didn't want any missed stakes. Bum. Killing me. Oh, the puns. Alright, this I'm going to set for Dracos. Drecklets and Dreckos. It's fine. So we can finally wrangle this guy and get him out of the wall. Except I can't pick him. And if I can't pick him, I can't get him out of the wall. Draco, there we go. Wrangle him. We got this guy bagged up. Why do I not have this set for bagged hatch? Oh, he's not set for hatchlings. There we go. There we go. That's why I was leaving it there. Am I playing Fortnite today at all? Probably not. I'm going to be playing Fortnite tomorrow night as the live stream at 10 p.m. Eastern. Just pitching in for the CrypticFox extra hour of power. Nexus, thank you so much for the super chat. $2, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. We'll see what happens, I guess. Mushrooms up here. We got clay. Kind of need to sweep up the stuff that's in here because I can't just leave it sitting in here. Kinds of nastiness. Nastiness. In the interim, I could probably put in an air freshener in here. A little deodorizer. Little deodorizer, clean up all the stinkiness before we start to pump that out of there. How many wrenches does it take to wrangle a shine bug? 1. Don't be offensive. What? Can't wrangle the shine bugs, though. The best you can do is lure them. Alright. Durga did leave for a while. She just had to go to work, and now that she's at work, she's back online again. Must be nice. Must be nice. Oh, what do we got here? Oh my gosh, it's a copper volcano. Can I analyze it that? Ooh, I might be able to. It's a copper volcano. What's the temperature down here? Wow, it's good and hot. That's gonna take a little manual door space here. Alright, I'm not digging into that tonight, because that's super hot. I really don't want that like scorching my colony. Awful. Wait, there's baby Dracos? There are. They're Drecklets. I don't have any of them right now. Actually, this guy might be one. No, that's a full-size Draco. So, like, here's an egg. There's a Draco egg. I don't think there's any baby ones around right now. I love the way they move around. Research complete. Almost done. I can almost get rid of this computer finally. Get the luxury stuff going. Let's get priority set on these things so I can finally close this off and make a room out of it. How's our fish doing? They're not really hatching. And the meat is all laying around in there. Meat. Sweep that up. I'm gonna need to put like an automated system here. Like if we can put an auto sweeper in so that when because they seem to die just on their own. So when they die off, it would be nice to be able to just have it automatically pick up the meat and ship it off to the kitchen. Just put all the jerky polluted water in there and get clean steam out. Yeah, interestingly enough, when you convert germy water into steam and then convert it back into water, it still has germs. Like, it has to stay at that really high temperature for a long period of time for it to kill the germs off. Because I did some experimenting with that to see whether I could flash it into steam in order to clean it and get clean water and kill the germs off at the same time. And I got clean water, but it was germy clean water. Which kind of sucked. I was like, well, that was a really wasted experiment. I was just doing it in, like, debug mode so I could do it quickly, but it did not work out well. This thing's full. Man, we drained a lot of water out of here. Where's it all going? Let's shut this down. Deconstruct that. Alright. I think water is going to be a big focus for us next time because there's an awful lot of water I burned up this time. This thing was really full. It was like up to the bottom of this ladder. We've gone through like half of it tonight. Now, granted, I moved a bunch of water up here so that we had it available for the pitcher pump. But still, like, that's a lot of water we took care of. This thing here has got still high concentration of chlorine, but the temperature stinks. 40 degrees. 20. This shift plates just really aren't doing a whole lot of temperature shifting. That really didn't work at all, actually. Something's melting the ice. It's kind of always in a state of melting, I find. Look at all the polluted water. Minus 17 degrees. Minus 21 degrees, and it's still showing it going all watery. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, there is a little bit of melting going on down there. Oh, we can get the door up here now. That melts. What's our priority? 7. That's fine. This is 7. We didn't finish this room off yet, although they're getting close. We'll need piping for this. Again, this is kind of a problem because... we're running low on water. Where is my pipe bridge? Oh man, I'm looking right at it. I'm going blind. Get this all the way up into here. There we go, because we'll need that. We got our power stretched up here too. Oh, actually, I didn't even do the power yet. We'll go this way, and then we'll need to throw in a conductive wire bridge. No. I don't care about it being conductive. They were just a regular wire bridge. Stretch that like so. And there'll be another pump here, too, we'll have to deal with. This slime that's up here needs to get swept up, but I don't have a place to put it yet still. Where can we store the slimes? You know what? We could just put it right out here in the CO2 room. I mean, we already had a germ problem in here, but it might actually get warm enough that it'll help take care of stuff. Put a compactor right here next to the little power production. It looks like the heat did a fair amount to kill stuff off in here, maybe. It's only like 45 degrees, though. Normally have to get to 70 degrees. Oh my gosh, look at the germs. Excuse me, sorry I had to sneeze. Wasn't there another geyser? Yeah, we found, well, we've got at least 2 of them here, and there's a third one I'm pretty sure is up here. And there was another one we found, like, just the neutronium for, so we knew there's another geyser down here somewhere, but it's kind of outside of our reach right now. I've got to deal with the germs here. We've got a real germ problem building up, and that's not great. Deconstruct buildings. Priority 9. I gotta get a door here to block this off. I mean, at least it's clean air, so things aren't that bad, but a couple people are starting to get a little germy. Oh, this is gonna make the door powered, which isn't great. Put a manual airlock in here, I guess. Oh, I can't. What? Oh, because the power line running through there. Well, doesn't that just stink? Alright, we gotta do this a different way. Power, we need heavy watt plate to go there. To connect here, like so. Do I like RimWorld-like games? Yeah, I guess so. Like anything that's like the colony building, resource management kind of stuff. I kind of get a kick out of those types of games. So that's probably why I like Oxygen Not Included so much. There's a new one coming up called Machiavellian that I really want to try. It looks really neat. Okay, I can deconstruct the wires right now. Let's deconstruct power wires. Once they deal with that, then we can build the door. Come on, little dupes. Do my bidding. Oh, no, I don't want to pump polluted air. No. Disable building. Disable building. I forgot. I was already cooking those things up. That's great. I just... Man, I suck. I just pumped polluted oxygen down into my base. Look at all the polluted oxygen in here. Which is going to let the germs propagate down here, too. I'm going to need... a deodorizer down here as a matter of priority. Because I'm super smart, SMRT, I just flooded the place with polluted oxygen. Somebody turn this thing off. You have more viewers for Oni than you've been getting for Fortnite. Yeah, it kind of varies a little bit. Fortnite's funny that way. Like, if I catch people at the right time and it goes well, then the streams can get pretty big. But yeah, in terms of like consistency, Oni is like significantly better. And oddly enough, the ad rates are significantly better too. Like dramatically. Fortnite pays terribly. I just have to have fun with the game. Delicious polluted air. Look at it all. I made all kinds of it. I'm so smart. And it had germs in it too, because, you know, why just send polluted air when you can send polluted air full of germs? Like the real hero that I am. Good job. Oh my god. Everything went wrong tonight. I could not have named this. I really could not have named this stream better tonight. We didn't really get the Dracos going. It's too warm in here for these plants to grow, so we have to deal with temperature management in here. We have to deal with germ management in here, which is pretty much everywhere. All because I wanted to dig up into this space, and I didn't set up a controlled environment before I did it. Because, you know, why would I do that? I'm SMRT. So I'm gonna get those taken care of so I can get this door fixed. Water is becoming a bit of an issue. We burned through a fairly significant amount of it tonight. We did have some nice plants growing and stuff here. And granted, again, I did move a bunch of the water up here, so it's not like it was completely lost. I just relocated it. However, still not a whole lot of ideal planning going on here. I completely messed up my whole line of thinking by thinking that the Dracos preferred chlorine when it's hydrogen they really like. And that kind of just sort of blew my whole plan for the most part, but we're just after midnight Eastern time. I'm gonna call it a wrap for tonight. This is killing me. It's just killing me. I need to find out some more time to carve out to play this, because I want to fix all the problems I have going on in my colony, and I need to put a little bit of focus and plan on that to get that taken care of. Did I get any Paku babies? We did. We got 2 more. There's lots of eggs in here. The trouble is, I'm really low on algae, so like this doesn't have any algae in it, I don't think. No. So we're not feeding them right now. So even though they're down there, we're not necessarily netting a lot of benefit out of them. We need to get sort of an algae system set up for that too. So it's interesting, like with all the different critters and stuff they have now, you can get quite a dependent system going on where you can have like morbs producing polluted oxygen. Well, you don't even need the morbs. I guess you could just use slime. Produce polluted oxygen, have the fish breathe it in to poop out slime, to take the slime to put that in a system to convert it to algae, to put the algae in for the fish to eat, you know, like this. Plus you can like, yeah, anyway, I think there might even be some critters that produce algae. I have to go through and read the descriptions all again, but when we come back next time, we have a lot of fixing to do because, well, we built a lot of stuff in this particular stream. We didn't really do a lot of it very well, and we got a number of like germ and resource supply problems. This oxygen room will be finished relatively soon. That'll give us another supply of oxygen that's not dependent on algae, which is good, but we do have to deal with water, so we'll try to tackle some of those next time. But thanks so much, everyone, for coming out to the stream. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and then I recommend, if you do, to also click the notification bell so you can get notifications for all upcoming streams. I do have some ideas for some other tutorials and stuff I want to work on as well, so keep an eye out for those as soon as I can find the time to actually pull them all together. We'll be back again next time. So far, the planned stream for the next Oxygen Unincluded will be on Tuesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We are streaming twice a week now on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. And then tomorrow night I'll be streaming Fortnite at 10 p.m. Eastern as well. But thanks again, everyone, for coming out. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.